Well, as you can see down here on the track, a lot of heavy damage done to Tropical Thunder here tonight on Madness. We'll have an update later on down in the pits. Welcome back to the track, MTA fans, for your ultimate Diecast monster truck racing experience. Week 2 on Madness kicks off here tonight. There's the defending champion Nugget inside on Mohawk Warrior. He took home the championship win after the final round showdown with Bad Company, but tonight we're getting ready to kick off round 1 competition, and here's how it's all going to be breaking down. Coming up first here tonight inside of round 1, we're looking at Monster Patrol taking on Bad Company, and then Jurassic Attack goes one-on-one with Taz, other side of your bracket. Backwards Bob takes on Tropical Thunder, and then Devastator gets first shot at the champion in the Mohawk Warrior. That's how round 1 action is going to be unfolding. Now let's jump to the top of the track and get the show on the road as Kayla Parks returns here tonight inside of Monster Patrol. She's going to be taking on last week's finalist, Brad Anderson, representing the Renegades Motorsports race team over here in the Bad Company Chevrolet. Came so close last week, he'd love to get back to the final round showdown this week. We'll see what he's got. Green light goes down to kick off week 2. Monster Patrol with a slight lead. Bad Company's making up the ground on the big end over the final set of cars, and it looked like Bad Company and Brad Anderson got the win over Kayla Parks inside of Monster Patrol. We're going to go back and take another look here. Monster Patrol had a lead. Here comes Bad Company now on the inside lane, a little out of shape, but he gets the job done over Monster Patrol here tonight inside of round 1. So nonetheless, Bad Company will be back for our semifinal competition. Monster Patrol, unfortunately, on the trailer. Next up here tonight is the return of Mike Lazecki in the Taz Machine. New driver to the MTA scene, made his debut last week. We'll see what he's got against Brad Shaw in the Jurassic Attack out here driving for the Crush This race team. He would love to get his first big-time championship win. We'll see what he's got. The green light goes down. Jurassic Attack's got a lead. Taz now, he's out of shape in no man's land, and Jurassic Attack pulls out a win here tonight inside of round 1. Brad Shaw putting the hammer down as Taz tried to make up the ground on him. We're going to go back, look at your replay. Watch Taz now. He gets up and over no man's land. They settle it down over the final set of cars. Taz was all out of shape, and Jurassic Attack comes away with a round 1 victory as he will match up against Bad Company in our semifinal competition. Next up here tonight, another debut from last week. Colt Durham and Backwards Bob is now back to take on Chad Legit Too Legit. He's over here on the inside lane, a long-time MTA veteran. Tropical Thunder ready to go now over here on the inside. Who's going to be going on in the semifinal competition? Boat truck stage. Here's the green light down the straightaway. They're pretty much even now, up and over the first jump. Looks like Legit in trouble. What a ride, and over goes Backwards Bob as well. A double rollover inside of the shutdown area. Take a look at this. They go up and over the first jump. Watch Chad Legit. Tropical Thunder catches a bad bounce on the rear end of that truck, rides it out on the nose. He tried to drive out of it, unfortunately turned it over, and then on the other side of the track, Backwards Bob turns over as well. But this is what we want to show you. Backwards Bob will get the win by inches here tonight over that wild ride by Chad Legit in Tropical Thunder. Right now, the MTA track crew and officials rush out there. They're getting ready to turn him right side up, back on all 4 tires, and as you see, the heavy damage done to Tropical Thunder here tonight. He was trying to chase down Backwards Bob, and he had a good run on him. Unfortunately, just lost out by inches here tonight and tore up the truck in the process. We'll have an update later on tonight down inside of the pits. But now we get set and ready to close out round 1 competition. Matt Dempsey is back inside of Devastator, the former driver of Raging Steel out here on the MTA YouTube channel. He will now take on defending champion Nugget out of the Uncle Shaggy School of Driving. Mohawk Warrior got the first time win out here on Madness. We'll see if he can hang on to that flag. Green light goes down. Mohawk's got a big time lead on him. Here comes Devastator on the big end. Matt Dempsey may have just upset the champion here tonight inside of round 1. Mohawk Warrior had him dead to rights all the way down. We're going to go back, take another look at this as they go up and over the first jump. Mohawk Warrior with about a truck length lead gets a little crossed up, a lot of dirt spraying up off the track through no man's land, and Devastator comes back and takes home a win. So we will crown a brand new champion here tonight on Madness, but take a look at the damage done to Tropical Thunder out here on Madness. Chad Legit again went for that wild epic ride earlier tonight trying to chase down Backwards Bob, and their crew has got their hands full. Hopefully they'll be back better than ever by next week. Speaking of next week, we're going to be seeing who's taking that championship flag into the third week here on Madness as we get ready for semifinal action. Bad Company's coming back to take on Jurassic Attack. Then we're taking a look at Backwards Bob, getting ready to go one-on-one with Devastator. And up the line right now is Jurassic Attack, driving for the Crush This race team. Bradshaw behind the wheel. He's taking on an arch rival out of the Renegades team. It's Brad Anderson and Bad Company over there. So a couple of Brads going to throw it down from opposing teams. Who moves on to the final round showdown? Renegades and Crush This. Green light goes down on the line. Side by side they go. Shootout over the final set of cars. What a matchup in Jurassic Attack. Gets the job done. Bradshaw puts the Jurassic Attack in the final round showdown. Let's go back and try to figure out what happened to Bad Company. Watch them now up and over the first jump. They settle it down. Downside's nice for Jurassic Attack. And Bad Company's all out of shape as he goes over the final set of cars. Couldn't hold the horsepower down, and Jurassic Attack is in the finals. Who will we meet there, however? Will it be Matt Dempsey in the Devastator Chevrolet, one of the older trucks out here on the MTA circuit with a brand new driver behind the wheel? Or is it going to be the new kid on the block, Colt Durham, and the all-new Backwards Bob over on the outside lane? Remember, Backwards Bob turned it over earlier. Here's the green light down the straightaway. Bob's got a lead on him. Here comes Devastator on the inside. A close matchup here tonight in semifinal action, but Matt Dempsey and Devastator appears to have gotten the win over Backwards Bob here tonight inside of semifinals. Let's go back and take another look. You see Backwards Bob has a slight lead. Here comes the Devastator Chevrolet. Nice downside, settles it down, and got the job done. That Devastator is on a straight and narrow path to victory lane here tonight. But he's got to go through one more opponent. That's going to be Bradshaw and Jurassic Attack. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. The finals are next. It is now time for the final round showdown. It's what we all come to see. We're going to crown a brand new champion here tonight on Madness. Matt Dempsey brings back the Devastator Chevrolet. There you see him on the outside. He's going to be taking on Bradshaw from the Crush This race team. Jurassic Attack ready to go on the inside. Who comes away as the Madness champion here tonight? Both trucks are staged as we get set to go green now down the straightaway. They're pretty much even up and over the first jump through no man's land. Jurassic Attack gets out of shape, and over goes Devastator inside of the shutdown area. Crossed up, hit the van stack with the sea container right there, and Devastator goes upside down. Let's go back and take another look. Look at how even they are as they go up and over the first jump. Nice downside by both drivers. Jurassic Attack gets a little bobbled up, and Devastator capitalized over on the outside lane. He will be your Madness champion here tonight over Jurassic Attack after he turns it over in the shutdown area. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for his very first MTA championship win here tonight on Madness, Matt Dempsey, Devastator. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had some wild and crazy action here tonight at the MTA Arena. Here's how the overall points shake down after week 2. Tying for first and second is tonight's winner and last week's winner. Mohawk Warrior and Devastator tied it up at 175. Third and fourth place, Bad Company and Jurassic Attack tied at 170. Then we're looking at fifth and sixth. Backwards Bob and Monster Patrol tied at 155. And bringing up the bottom half at seventh and eighth place is Taz and Tropical Thunder, all tied up at 150. But we still got a lot more racing to do for the March season here on Madness. Thank you guys so much for coming out and enjoying the show. If you did not catch up on Thunder last week, click the video on screen and watch all the carnage unfold. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you Tuesday night for Smashdown, and I'll catch you down the road.